My name is Irene O'Connor Kelly, and today I will speak about my father, Jerry O'Connor. My dad tragically died of COVID in September 2021, some considerable time after the initial awful first waves. By this stage, healthcare systems should have had the necessary safeguards in place to prevent this from happening. At this point in the pandemic, lessons should have been learned and effective measures should have been implemented to protect the most vulnerable. After spending 3 months safely in a hospital during lockdown, Dad was then discharged to a nursing home. Our expectation in placing him there was that he would receive the best care and protection. Instead, he contracted COVID and passed away within just 2 months. Our trust was deeply broken and our family was left utterly stunned and devastated. Despite being extremely vulnerable, Dad was placed in a communal setting with other residents during an active outbreak of COVID and lockdown in the care home. How could that be appropriate or acceptable? He then most unfortunately contracted the virus and his health deteriorated rapidly. He went downhill immediately, and by the time he was finally brought to the hospital, it was too late. It's shocking that isolation only began after residents tested positive. Far too late, especially when each resident had their own room. Prevention should have been an absolute priority, and the right to stay alive should have taken precedence over everything else. The family should have been informed and involved in decisions, especially considering my dad's vascular dementia, delirium, and agitation. We placed our trust in the care home to protect him, and that trust was shattered. An apology won't bring him back, but we demand accountability. In the UK, a comprehensive inquiry took place to uncover the truth. But here our most vulnerable were abandoned to deadly risk. My dad endured an awful death. It was harrowing for us to see how he struggled to breathe. He was not to pass away peacefully in his sleep, but instead endured horrific suffering, and these are our lasting memories. Those in power owe us answers. Why was this allowed to happen? We will not be silenced and we will not rest until we get an inquiry. Time does not heal. We are still broken-hearted.